Has been showing something of that form after returning to Forest from a disappointing time at Manchester United. And he's one of the changes since we were here last. There's no Peter Taylor now on the bench, no Peter Shilton, no John McGovern. But like Birtles, Ian Bowyer has returned, and so to Brian Clough has Colin Todd. And Berkelin came from Utrecht, and Kenny Swain more recently on loan from Aston Villa. Woodcock, like Birtles, has scored 4 times this season, including a goal in Arsenal's last 2 games, both of which were won. And in the line-up today, a birthday boy, Graham Rix, who celebrates his 25th birthday, and John Hollins, for whom every day is a birthday in football, starting today his 701st league appearance. So a long way to go yet for Colin Todd, who today chalks up number 600. Brian Clough takes his place on an afternoon which seems suitable enough for being across the road at Trent Bridge. Bright sunshine. Both sides, incidentally, have named a forward a substitute, which is perhaps a sign of the times. Arsenal in their change strip, which is of green shirts with blue arms. It's Kenny Sansom. And the first touch for Woodcock. Challenged by Proctor. Here's Colin Todd. And Gunn. Walsh's turn, with a bit too much space for Proctor. Referee, one of the FIFA men, George Courtney from Spennymoor. Rix. It's a second chance. Arsenal having something of a monopoly on possession at the start. Well, that's what the man covering is meant for. Walsh on the left touchline. Wallace and Birtles forward. And Birtles is onside, says the linesman. It was a tight one, but the linesman was absolutely level. Walsh has done well. And his cross, having made the room for himself, was a bit of a disappointment. George Wood, the goalkeeper, and both goalkeepers wearing blue. And Arsenal's change strip, a bit of a problem for the goalkeepers. There was a time when they were thinking about getting some white jerseys sent down. It's Van Breukelen. Walsh. Robertson. And the referee would like a word. And I think maybe he would like a name. Crowd looking into the sunshine. That's the name of Stuart Robson. Goes into George Courtney's book. Todd. John Hollins. Missed last Saturday because of a groin strain. Sunderland did well. Davis. Rix. Torwood has gone forward. Out to the left. Sunderland wants it positively in the inside right position. It's nicely done. He didn't make enough of the chance. It was a good call by him. And the ball would certainly posed a few questions. Walsh. Wallace. John Robertson. Plenty of red shirts in the box. Here's Gunn. But he fired one, but got no ricochet. White. Sunderland. Offside. Todd. Bertels. Walsh. Tripped by Hollins. Walsh just made his debut at under 21 level for Scotland. Six for his players forward. One of them is Fairclough. That was met by Robson. Chance of a break here for Arsenal. Sunderland in possession. Plenty of players forward. Oh, it's got to be played earlier than this. Oh, really, Sunderland did far too much carrying. And players all over the place in attacking positions, and it needed to be switched around quickly. Here's Walsh. Oh, that's an awkward one. Robertson, and the goal scored by Proctor. Arsenal defence all at sea from the moment that George Wood lost the cross from Colin Walsh. It was Sanson who cleared off the line from Wallace, but in the end, Proctor had an awful lot of room to put it home. Proctor seizing the chance to score only his second goal for Nottingham Forest. Goal was previously against Sunderland in September '81. Kenny Sanson to take the throw. It was he who cleared the ball off the line. Arsenal never really had the chance to sort themselves out. Hollins. Ricks. Gunn. Robertson. Bertels, O'Leary with him. Robertson. Gunn. Wallace. Bertels. The whistle has gone. Hollins. Torberts. Play staying in the sunshine. Over here in the shadow is number 6, Chris White. Davis. Man on the far side, and a good save. Robson, who was denied, and who in the end handled the ball. The goalkeeper did well. Stuart Robson will be a bit disappointed he didn't make more of that. The goalkeeper did well to parry, I suppose. Offside against Bertels. Torberts. O'Leary. Davis. Problems for Forest. Bowyer just to the left of Birtles. Hollins got there. And Bowyer gets nothing. And clearly is surprised. Wallace is onside again. It's about the third time Arsenal got caught. And once more, Hollins ends the danger. Sansom. It's a break the other way. Davis with Robson cutting in. And again with a similar shooting chance a moment ago. And it has the same end. But Van Breukelen well out of his goal, and Davis will score. No, he won't, he's offside. But Van Breukelen, having made a really good save initially to deny Stuart Robson, decided to stay out, was nowhere near his goal when Davis nodded in, but Davis was too near it and was offside. 15 minutes gone. 1 goal scored for Nottingham Forest by Proctor, and many a chance. Wallace even beat his own men. Swain. Birtles, Hollins sets a corner. Arsenal defensively just have not sorted themselves out, mentally at least, since conceding the goal. Forest content to leave just 3 players in defensive positions. Proctor. Kenny Swain. And another break. Robertson. Nicely weighted to Gunn. Bowyer hit it well. And he was a bit unfortunate. Talbot's header came out to him. It's the right shot all along the ground against the goalkeeper, who may not have had a clear view of it, but just wide. Sunderland has not found any sort of touch. Perhaps she can now. Fairclough across. Quite acrobatic the way he landed. Forest throw. "20 minutes gone of what I can only describe as a very funny game." Sutherland, Ricks, both players had high feet. This is Hollins, and it comes to Robson. Talbot is forward, number 4. And it was finally played with the hand from Robson's cross. Talbot, who scored in both meetings of these sides last season, both of which Arsenal won. Robertson. David O'Leary, looking very ill at ease. Foul by Bowyer, foot up. And Ronnie Fenton trying to get the referee's attention as we look at David O'Leary. Fenton did get the referee's attention. And it's Colin Walsh in need of some treatment. Proctor. Birtles, nicely done, just couldn't get the second touch. Robson. Sansom. Some good running by Sansom, who started that, but his cross was well swallowed. Nottingham Forest forced to make a substitution. Colin Walsh, the player, coming off. His departure means a debut for 21-year-old Steve Wigley. Scored 4 times for the reserves. It's the second time he's been on the bench, or the first time he's come on. Sansom. Woodcock. Stake by Swain, which he covers, and well. It's the first time that Todd has given the ball away. Oh, that was an awkward one, and it was Woodcock who came in. But again, Van Breukelen was very quickly up on his feet. Looking at Steve Wigley, news of Colin Walsh, the man he's replaced, is that Walsh has pulled a hamstring. And no time for the corner. And we reach half-time with the goal by Mark Proctor in the 10th minute, dividing the teams. Really a half that was a great deal of chase, and the performance, the calm composure of Colin Todd, in marked contrast with an awful lot of what went on. Half-time score, Forest 1, Arsenal 0. So Gary Birtles, who began his league career against Arsenal, the match here in September 1978, gets the second half underway. Here's Kenny Sansom. Wallace. Sunderland. Todd picking up where he left off. Robertson. Collins. Plenty of time for the back pass. Sunderland. Woodcock. Robson over this way. Collins further back. This is O'Leary. Good running and a nice touch from Ricks. Good cross. In comes Robson. Sunderland. Davies is offside. It's a really good play by Kenny Sansom. A lot of pace out to the left. He was very well found by Graham Ricks. Hit the cross in full stride. As Robson and Sunderland came in, Davies had gone forward and was clearly offside. Played by Birtles. This could be promising. Proctor in possession. Bowe to the middle. Wallace to the middle. Wigley to the middle. Cross finds Robertson. Davis. Sunderland in a bit more space than he's been accustomed to. Woodcock is waiting for the cross. Challenge well timed by Gunn. Woodcock waiting in the centre of the area. Chris White coming to the near post. O'Leary makes the first run across the box. Robertson. O'Leary. Sansom. Neatly done by Robson, but he's run into Todd. Robertson. And the fall came on the hour. Torbett. Ricks. Useful. Davis did well, did very well. Bowyer denying him the shots, and he finally got one in, but put it wide. Some close control then by Paul Davis, which was in a totally different class from most of what we've seen in the afternoon. Did very well to claim it in the first place, held on in spite of the pressure being put on him by Bowyer, and when he found room for the shot, he put it wide. Player twice denied by an offside flag in the match, Paul Davis, but that was much the best thing he's done. Ricks, Sansom. Davis. Nicely done. Sansom. And Arsenal's best attacks have involved this fellow. Lee Chapman, who's been left out for the last 3 games, needs to get his chance in this one. Stuart Robson is the man replaced. Chapman has 14 minutes to play. Bertels. Bertels waiting on the 6-yard line. Wigley run into trouble. Bowyer took it well, and now Bertels, that's the second. All credit to Ian Bowyer, who saw the opportunity from a bad clearance. And there was no messing about that time. Bertels put it away cleanly. So with 8 minutes left, Nottingham Forest surely make sure of the 3 points. At least it means that George Wood's mistake has not proved decisive, which would have been very unfair of him, as so many mistakes have been made in the match. The goalkeepers, of course, are not allowed them. Proctor. Swain. Wallace. Swain. Bertels. Robertson. Trying to curl it. It's a corner. Swain denied his first goal for Nottingham Forest by the crossbar. Wigley, oh, it wasn't a good return. Proctor has the room now. Bertels, Wallace! That's a good goal. Good cross from Proctor, and a a couple of good headers. The first from Bertels and the second from Wallace. Two goals in the space of 3 minutes. And Nottingham Forest have a 3-0 lead. Foul by Talbot. Brushing Wigley rather too hard. Flag up for offside against Bertels. Again, beautifully taken. That might be going Dutch, it does. A good finish by Nottingham Forest, with Wallace getting the best goal of the match, helped by the side flick from Gary Bertels, who had scored Nottingham Forest's second. That, though, was the result of a poor defensive clearance, and the first goal by Proctor in the 10th minute came from a slip by George Wood. But a final score of Nottingham Forest 3, Arsenal 0. But when it's all over, this is the man whose performance I will remember, Colin Todd, as good as ever on his 600th appearance.